Next, we have KeithNoyes, DPW Directors, going to be talking about the church pump station construction contract award.
Good evening. First off, if I may, I'd like to just address the insinuation about VicLessard doing the, giving us the...
Okay. Is it okay with the board that we let Mr. Lessard join at the table?
I would enthusiastically support that.
Yep.
Right now.
Yeah, we have a consensus that you will be here at the table.
I'll have to excuse the way I dress.
I know, Mr. Lessard's scheduled for surgery. I thought he already had it. Looks better than usual, so I don't know.
That's all right.
He said it, not me, Vic.
He's been getting in shape for it, obviously.
Well, I get the best doctors. I think a few people in Hampton need a doctor.
Okay, did you want to open up? Mr.
Sure.
Noyes?
I'd just like to address the insinuation that was made earlier that something fishy's going on with this project with putting Vic's name on that PO. The reality is that he had nothing to do with his name being put on the PO. And we just did it as a placeholder because he does do work for the town. But there was no plans for him to do that project. In fact, to be honest with you, that project's probably too large a scope for him and his company to do. He may disagree with that. But in any case, we're planning on definitely going out to bid. But Vic is one of the most honorable men I've ever met and dealt with, and I just want to assure this community and you all that there's absolutely nothing that was going on or is going on fishy associated with this project. And that's really what I wanted to say.
Would you like to say something, Vic?
How long have you and I known each other? When you worked for Paul Larry?
Yeah.
All right. That's going back quite a few years. I've never walked in buildings demanding anything from any schools. I've never gone back and bit people by the back of their, fighting them in their back. What happened was, it was very simple. There was a job in Tuck Road, and I think they didn't have the money. The bid went way over, didn't it? Yeah. It went way over. And I know what I bid for the job, and I didn't even turn it in because I said it's too much money. So they were talking, they wanted to get it done. I said, I'll do it day labor, and here's how much I get a day. I'll supply every piece of equipment, except the one digging box, and I would also, they would buy all the material. If I had to truck some of it, I trucked it. Matter of fact, when we cleaned up, we trucked it down. Well, I would guess, first of all, we weren't going to cut the trees. They were going to come up. I said, well, let's get going, so we'll cut the trees. We did it. And I would dare say I did it for about 50% of what the other people did it for. And we did it, and we finished it, and we had nothing but everybody was happy. And I told them I'll do anytime they get something like that, if they want to do it, day labor, here's what I get a day, that's all my equipment, and I have the insurance. Matter of fact, I think I get a little bit more insurance than the calls for, but that's all right. But I've been in this town for a good many years, and I will, now that I'm here, I'm going to let a few more things off. If the town selectmen, after our boy got out, started taking care of the roads and fixing some of the things, instead of taking the money and dumping it back, we wouldn't be in the problem we're in. Now, another thing I'm going to say, I can remember when a man in this town gave the town of Hampton 15 feet right away to drain up the Hackett Lane. And I come down through it on his property. And we had just put a hot top sidewalk next to the Toby's drugstore for the people that remember where that is. And they said, George Haddad, I can name the selectmen, but I'm going to stop right there. They all agreed. Then I said to Stan Brown, I said, well, Stan, you just fix the sidewalk here. They said, don't worry about it. We're going to do this. Now on, we're going to plow the square. They're going to cost you nothing. That's where the selectman hand shook. That's when you could believe in a handshake in this town. And I grew up in this town when it was a handshake. And if I give my word, that's my word. And if your word's no good, nothing else is. And I'll tell you right now, they turned around and they saw that they were spending a few bucks on that road, so a group got in, they said, no, we're not gonna spend no more money. Now, Stan Brown is the bad guy because he had to put up no parking signs because he got sued when somebody fell there a couple days after the storm. And it wasn't his customers. It was customers going in every other place, but not his place. Now, how do you think that guy feels today? And you, Mr. Nichols, I'm gonna bring up something you've never done. You promised me you'd have the railroad straightened out. My house right in front of Mitchell's place. You remember talking to me, you're riding your bicycle? You said, give me 30 days and I'll get it done. Nobody got it done. You know how the railroad pipe got fixed? The town didn't fix it. My sons and I fixed it. We fixed those things. And I'm sick and tired of people accusing me of something that's wrong. I think I'm as good as any one of yous, and I don't know, Mr. Silverdick, whatever he said, I didn't hear it. All I heard, boy, when I come down here was, boy, you're right in the fix of it. You're this. It's slippery. Like you said the other night, it sounds like it's slippery. You remember saying that?
I probably did, or officially, one of those.
You didn't probably did, you said it.
Okay.
Because I watched it.
Excuse me, Vic, when did you first find out what I had done in regard to using your name on the purchase order that's in question?
You called me up.
And that was, what, this week?
Yes.
So therefore, you knew nothing about this?
No, I didn't.
Okay. And I think that really is the point that we're trying to make, is that Mr. Lessard had nothing to do with this. I needed a placeholder, I needed a vendor, where we had a continuing involvement with the town, and we'll get into that when I get into my financials. But anyway, I really wanted to say I'm sorry, and, you know...
What did I tell you when you told me?
Well, you said, yeah.
I gave the town a price one time, day labor, and I think I could do that, day labor, less than that. By the way, we put 2 or 3 miles of sewer up the Drake-side Road. Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
All right, and good
But
luck.
I do expect an apology from Silverdick.
Okay.
And if I don't get one, he's going to get something in place of it.
Okay. But anyway,
Okay?
and good
It'll
luck.
be a letter.
I understand, but good luck.
Yeah.
Hang in
Okay.
there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.